Hi everyone, my name is Maria. Thank you for joining me on CBCity TV for this short video. And the first two videos that I've presented to you using a band, we've worked on legs and we worked on some core, and the second one incorporated legs, core, as well as some upper body workout. Today, we're going to skip those squats, we're going to skip all the shoulder presses as well. We're going to get down onto our mat and we're going to do 3 exercises to work our back muscles, our abdominal muscles, and our pelvic floor. So it's a little bit of a core work which you can do anytime, and 5-10 minutes is really all you need to effectively work those areas that we need for them to stay strong, to support our body, support our spine. Having a strong back muscles, it's very important for our daily activities, as well as of course in the gym when you visit our centre at Canterbury Aquatic Leisure Centre. But it is also equally important to work the opposing muscles, our front, core, and our abdominal muscles. So if ever you do a workout for the core, for the abs, make sure that you do equal amount of work for the back as well as the front. It's often something I see quite a lot in imbalance. We overwork abdominals, we underwork our core and our back extensors, and that can lead to potential injuries in your spine. So something for you to really think about in your exercise regime and whatever that goal is for you. So today, 3 exercises. You need your mat, maybe a towel, a mat will be fine, but a towel to add more cushioning. You can double up the mat if you find lying down the mat uncomfortable, and a bottle of water. And as always, please work at your own pace. Slow it down, stop, you can pause the video anytime and start it again, and modify it to suit you so that you are working hard and playing safe. And check with your doctor to make sure that you are cleared to do any of these exercises on the videos. You've got to work hard, play safe, and enjoy what you're doing. All right, so let's get started. I've already got a band around my knees, as you can see. Now today I'm choosing the red one, which is sort of in between the very hard and the very easy in my particular selection of weight bands. But they come in many different colors. Generally speaking, black is the hardest. Okay, sometimes gray. It just depends on what band selection that you have. All right, so let's come down to the floor. And the first one that we're going to do after I do my shoelaces up, I've got these really fancy shoelaces, and as you can see, they stretch up, and they're really cool, but they're not the most efficient. But let's get started. Lying down on your back, we're going to take the knees over the hips, and as you can see, my knees aren't coming into the chest. Right, we want the knees to stay there. As soon as the knees are above the hips, your abdominals are automatically switched on, and you want to pull up through the pelvic floor. Drop the shoulders down, team, and from here all we're doing is a little bit of extension out, so we've got some tension in that band there, and that forces us to activate our inner thigh, and then you're simply dropping the heels towards the floor. You can modify this by not taking the heels to the floor and going halfway down. Here's a little trick that I've been doing for many years, and it's super easy, and it's a great reminder of what we're actually doing. Hands or fingertips, place them from the hip bone about 2 inches towards the middle of the body. Now if your abdominals really push up high, which they will because that's what their job is to do, then just think, am I focusing on the abdominals or am I focusing on the inner core? A toughie, but you've still got to be mindful of that. So I'm going to take my heels to the floor. Exhale. Remember, as always, I say in my videos, you've got to breathe through every single movement. Every repetition requires a breath. Now, if you feel this is not comfortable for you because of any issues in your spine, what you can do is double up the mat, put an extra towel, get a little pillow, a little cushion, and place it under your lower back so we don't arch the spine. Cool, that's the first exercise. Put your heels down, make sure you can touch the back of your shoe, and that's the alignment that you want. Knees are hip width apart, zip up the abdominals, eyes to ceiling, take a deep breath in as we lift the hips, and then slowly bring the back down. This is our very common bridge, and something that I do see a lot of is this. I call this the fast and the furious, and it is very counterproductive. So always think full range, if you can, and go at a pace that is safe. Speed does not produce more efficient output unless we're talking about running or plyometrics. Okay? But even then, you still want to do every single movement through the full range if possible and with the best technique that you can. And you can see that as I lift up, my hips stay below my knee. Yep. If you want to go a little bit higher, that's fine. Remember, the higher that you go, there's more pressure on your vertebrae and more pressure on your hips. So you just keep that in mind and choose the one that's right for you. Right, that will do for now. Good. Keep the knees over the hips. Extend the legs out a little bit so we've got some tension in that band. And from here, rock and roll up into an abdominal crunch. You can place one hand. You can place both hands behind. Have a look at the lower leg. Lower leg is parallel to the floor. The lower leg has not dropped. Okay, that's just not good posture. That's not effective. And that's not really being safe. This is harder, absolutely, but it is definitely worth it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Have a rest. So we have worked our back muscles, we have worked some pelvic floor muscles, and we worked abdominals and core. We've got all of that really important area working. Very simple, effective, productive exercises. We don't need to make this rocket science. Let's get started from the top. 10 of each. All right, 10, 9. Relax the shoulders. Try not to squeeze up or shrug the shoulders to the ears. Right, keep the knees above the hips. How do you know if they're above the hips? What you do is you extend your arm completely out. That palm should tap the knee. If the arm bends, you know the knees are too close in. Right, so you've got a straight line from the shoulder to the wrist, and you know that is the position you want your knees to finish. Cool, and inhale, bridge, 10. Inhale, exhale. You may remember from my earlier videos that I said to you that, breathing is really important. And for the bridge, we inhale to lift and we exhale to come back down. Now in yoga, we breathe nose to nose, and that's wonderful. But here we just want to maintain steady, rhythmical breathing in through nose and out through mouth. If you can, breathe nose to nose, that's super cool. There's no pressure to do that. Knees over hips, a little tension between the thighs, and crunch. One hand, 2 hands, no hands. Look towards your knees. Don't look up. Look towards your knees. Gently tucking the chin. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. That's round 2. We're going for 3 rounds. And that will take you about 5 to 10 minutes. Now people say, I don't have time to exercise. You know what? We have all 24 hours of the day, and it's a little strange out there with all the things happening with COVID, but we can all give 10 minutes to look after our body, to keep it healthy, to keep it moving, and minimize the chances of injury, and stay fit and stay strong. We've all got 10 minutes to do something. Make a cup of coffee. You're waiting for your coffee. Squat. You're bending down to pick something up off the floor. Squat. You're on the floor doing something at home. Do some push-ups. Really, 10 minutes? We all have 10 minutes, team. Let's go. And 10, 9. Squeeze the shoulder blades down to the mat. Now, as you can see, I've got a mat. It's not a super fancy, patterned design. It doesn't have a brand on it. You don't have to have an expensive mat. You can use towels. You just have to have something on the floor to support your back. Make sure the back isn't arching. All right, here we go. Bridge. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I've got some music playing in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but if you can, it's Lady Marmalade. And if you can't, just imagine it's music in the background. 3 more. 1, I'm not sure if that's 10. I tend to lose count. It could be 30 before you know it, but not today. All right, knees over hips, you've got tension in the band. Ready, set, 10. 3 exercises for back and core and abdominals. Take a little stretch. Let's do it together. Lose the band. Knees to chest. Rock them around in any direction, massaging the lower back. Relax the shoulders and keep the head down. Arms go out wide, palms down, knees to one side. Let them fall to the side. However they fall is good. Inhale, knees to the center, knees to the other side. Now if your shoulder lifts up on the opposite side of the body, that's fine. I mean, you want to try and stretch and lengthen that your shoulder stays down. That might be a little bit difficult for you, which is fine. You can also place the hand on the top of the knee and press down very gently. And then resist that stretch by reaching forward through your fingertips. All right, team, rock and roll forward. Hands to knees. Curve the spine. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And there you go. Well, that's it for me for today. Take care of yourself. Have an amazing day. Bye from Maria.